for the record. Thank you.
Cathie Oxier, 10840 Monterey Forest Cove. Point of order, Mr. Chairman.
Yes, ma'am.
Point of order. Please stop my time.
Okay. Hold on. I understand what you're saying.
Thank you.
I understand that, but she's asking for everyone to give attention, and I think that's a reasonable request.
What was that comment?
Listen. Excuse me.
I'm sorry.
These are comments for up here.
Well, it traveled.
Right. You have the floor. Your 4 minutes is starting now. Go right ahead.
Thank you. I know that many people never look at these budgets on this council. I've looked at it. Here's last year's. I looked at it. I had questions. Nobody. Okay, here we go. This year, got about $71 million in this budget for smart meters and smart meter infrastructure. You already passed it, but hey, it's just the budget. Okay, let's see. Oh, by the way, back here under, let's see, what was that section? Debt issuance. Capital expenditures. Debt issuance. $110 million. Too bad Mr. Alan Wade's not here, because every time I look at a Memphis Light Gas and Water bond issue, and I know how to find the issuance documents and copies thereof, the ones I've found, his law firm is co-bond counsel. So he's getting a piece of that pie. Isn't he lucky? $110 million. What do you think that's for? Most of it's for that $70 million in smart meters. There's a cost to borrowing money. You got to pay it back sometime, or you refi it. But then you still have to pay the money back. And the source of revenue to pay those bonds is ratepayer money. Correct? It's basic finance. Basic finance. Ratepayer money, Mr. Morrison. So when we go to pay these meters off, you got to raise the rates. Here's the other thing. In the water rate increase, there was 5 pumping stations that are in terrible condition and appear from the pictures in the budget that they need to be replaced. Why now? Why all at once? Has anybody asked that question? Are we just now determining that they are a disaster about to happen as far as our water system? Why now? Why not 5 years ago, that when we would start working on rehabbing, repairing, replacing the parts that need to be done? Why all at once? Was that to justify that 22% water increase? That was a big part of it. So why now, why all at once? I say, why don't we do them one a year? One a year. That could be paid out of a much smaller budget. But what do I know? I'm just a retired CPA. I don't know anything about this. I don't know anything about finance. But yes, I do. I know about debt issuance. I know about all of that and refinancing because my husband has done it for over 30 years. Everything from municipals to everything else. And that's how I know. So, I know you only want to listen to these guys here, and then you take your little rubber stamp and you stamp whatever they want. But just remember, there are consequences to your votes. There are consequences to everyone's actions. And I appreciate your time, and thank you, Mr. Lowry, for realizing that the council should pay attention when the citizens speak, because we are your employers.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, Karen Spencer McGee.